This is our little house we're staying in. There's Kevin. There's the view. Oh. Hi, and welcome. If this is your first time to my channel, nice to meet you. I'm Jenny. If you've made it this far with me and watched some of my other videos, thank you so much for your support. I got to be honest with you guys. I got caught up in the worrying about how I would be perceived in my first couple videos, and I wasn't as authentic as I could have been. And here's the thing. One of the things I'm most proud of is that I'm authentic in everything that I do. And that is not going to change here on YouTube. So sorry that you didn't necessarily see the realest of me's. You know, I tried to put myself together more than I normally would, you know, look presentable at all times. And I kind of, I guess, made my voice in a way I thought sounded camera ready or good on camera, but actually watching it back, it was kind of ugh. So it's funny, my husband calls it the YouTube voice. The YouTube voice. He says everyone on YouTube has like the same voice. They like talk in this, and I don't want to do that. I started making videos because I wanted to share my travels. When I go on YouTube and I see travel videos, it inspires me to travel more. It helps me push myself to figure out ways to go to those places I see that I really want to go to. And so I really wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to share my travels, how I make it happen, and hopefully inspire you guys to travel more too, because the world is such a beautiful place. When I did my last video, my 4th of July vlog at the Lake of the Ozarks, I looked pretty busted in a lot of it. And what I realized was I didn't care. And I'm not going to care because that's who I am. You know, I wanted to share that footage with you because that is my happy place, a place that I'm always at peace, a place that I love. And so I just did what I'm always do while I'm down there. And I just enjoyed myself, was relaxed, peaceful, had serenity. And so I didn't fix my hair. I didn't do anything. And it really kind of helped me see that I want to be more authentic. I want to be more me on YouTube because I am always authentic in every area of my life, and I can't let that change here. It can be very nerve-wracking to like start out, have no subscribers, you know, very few views on your videos, but that's not what it's about for me. It's about making content that helps people, sharing all that there's out there to see. And what I've realized is I really like creating videos. And so if you're watching this, thank you so much. I hope you join me along this ride for more and hit that subscribe button. I made this video a little shorter so I could put this in here. So I hope you enjoy the video. Bye. So on this journey, we are making the trek from the Grand Canyon to Monument Valley. To me, everywhere you turn is just beauty. So if you've been following along with us on our journey thus far, you can probably tell by now that my husband is not a huge fan of being on camera. So he was a pretty good sport this entire trip because I was always filming or taking pictures pretty much the entire time. Speaking of which, there he is looking very excited to have his picture taken. So this place is in Cameron, Arizona, and it had this Navajo taco that was so delicious. We saw an ad for it and we decided to stop and try it. And oh my goodness, the fluffy bread it comes on is to die for. And it had such a cute little store as well. So I just wanted to take a quick second, hopefully it'll be quick, to tell you the special meaning behind this ring for me. I have a really bright light on me, so you can really see the colorization of this ring. It's a labradorite. I've wore these, there used to be 6, there's now 5. A spirit, this is not made up. I'm pretty sure a spirit ripped one off me because they needed it when I was at the Stanley Hotel. You'll have to wait for a couple more vlogs to hear about that. But I wore these for about 5 years. They helped me through a really low point, a point where I was dealing with a lot of fear, insecurity, thinking that I wasn't good enough. And labradorite is known for giving people strength and courage and helping them fight through fears and insecurities. It's also a stone that's good for empaths because empaths take on a lot of other people's stuff, their troubles, their sorrows, their pains, and I carry that in me, and this is a great stone for that. So when we were in the Indian store on our way to Monument Valley on our anniversary, and I found this ring, I was so excited. I wear these every day, and I truly believe they've helped me through some pretty hard stuff. So to be able to get this as a special anniversary present, and it be a stone that I just love so much that I don't see very often, and such a beautiful ring, was so exciting. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Also, one of my favorite things about traveling to all these national parks and all these cool places was all the crystals I was able to get, and like such amazing crystals. In most places they were really, really reasonably priced. I also took them to all like the rivers and the waters of all the beautiful parks we were at and dipped them in there to get that healing energy from that beautiful nature. So they started out with just naturally great energy and all that just amazing healing spiritual energy that is in these glorious monuments and national parks. Was so cool to get to bring back stones that had all that in there. And so yeah, these are just a few that I got, but I just really wanted to share that about this beautiful ring.
Also along our way, we passed by the Painted Desert. It is an area I have to go and spend some time in because it is just so beautiful to me. So we made the turnoff in Kayenta, which is 30 minutes out from Monument Valley, and it's probably the most reasonable accommodations anywhere close to Monument Valley. Monument Valley is on Navajo Nation land, so there aren't many options as far as places to stay. There are 2 main places, the View Hotel and Goulding's Lodge, which we stayed at. Neither are very cheap options, so if you're looking to save money, I would probably stay a little further out. We really wanted to experience the Navajo tradition, culture, and customs, so this was a little splurge that was worth it for us. I'll be honest though, it is such a peaceful area with such amazing energy that I wish we could have stayed more than one night. Unfortunately, just cost-wise, we only stayed one night, but it was definitely worth the experience. I think this was my husband's favorite place we stayed. He was completely at peace and ease the entire time we were there, and he was just as happy as he could be. So here we are arriving at Goulding's Lodge. We stayed in these cute little apartments that had an amazing valley view, which you'll see more of. Please excuse my terrible iPhone footage from here on out. When we were on this trip, I had yet to actually make a YouTube video, so I was not aware of the kind of footage I was going to need. So I really did my best to combine pictures and videos from here on out in this vlog to really give you a sense of the peace, serenity, and spirituality that I found in Monument Valley. So I hope you get that from this. Little house we're staying in. There's Kevin. There's the view. This place is so impressive that even Kevin's taking a picture. Look at this. Big Poppy will be impressed by this. Monument Valley. There's our little hotel place. It's amazing. I'm going to chase the sunset. There is the setting sun. I don't know where I need to go, to be honest. But I'm chasing it. Literally never been somewhere so quiet in my entire life. There they are, those famous monuments. You can't hear. I mean, it is the most quiet place I've ever seen. It's glorious. It's very spiritual. You can hear God talking to you. Okay, it's peaceful except for people go rocketing down this road at like 150 miles per hour. Like, seriously. I missed showing that one. But here comes another. I bet they will be speeding like a bat out of hell. But can you see this? This was it. Okay, that person is down the road is not speeding like a bat out of hell. Okay, actually they were. Like, that's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Please excuse my music choice in the upcoming clips. It wasn't very well thought out before I started taking videos. Sorry, guys. Comprehend, like, God sitting there and creating beauty like this. Like, on. Please. This can't even be real. Like, what? What? Like, no. Oh my gosh. That is God. You need a reason to believe in God. Just take a look at that background in my mirror. And then what? That's right. God is good. Oh. Tell me that is not like the prettiest view you have ever seen in your life. Like, it's everything. Okay, I know you're probably getting sick of my videos by now, but this is from our front porch. Oh my God, that's sickening. The star shots I'm getting tonight. Oh yeah. So this is a terrible star shot. It's the only one I took. You could see the stars so perfectly, but it was our anniversary, so I ended up deciding to spend time with my husband. So I only took this one star photo, and unfortunately it takes me a couple sometimes to get it in focus, but I wanted you to kind of feel what it was like for us to see the stars from the porch. Not a bad little morning view. That's what's right behind us. I mean, we're in the canyon. So it's truly hard to put into words the peace, serenity, and just pure joy we woke up with. So that's what these few little pictures are about. So after a late checkout time, we went and had lunch at the lodge part. I'm going to tell you a little history about Goulding's Lodge now. So it dates back to 1921 when Harry Goulding purchased 640 acres of property. It was operated as a trading post for decades, and then in the Depression times, he sent photographs to Western movie directors like John Ford, who were looking for places to film. Ford fell in love, and he and actor John Wayne would eventually film many movies here. So there's a really cool, rich history to the place, which is one of the reasons I really wanted to stay there. So back behind my husband there, you can see they have a museum, which is one of their original structures, I think, where you can really dive deeper into that history. So it's kind of cool. So the food in the restaurant there was really good. I got a traditional Navajo chili dish, and it came with the famous fry bread. And what I also loved was the fry bread was served with honey and powdered sugar that you could put on it to really enjoy it as kind of like a little sweet treat with your food. So after lunch, we were supposed to go to the Monument Valley Navajo Tribal Park before we headed on to our next destination. But unfortunately, my husband ended up with a terrible migraine, and I ended up having to drive to Page, Arizona, our next destination. So we just drove up to like about a mile or so before the park entrance so I could take a couple pictures before we headed out. So unfortunately, I missed out on the tribal park, so I'm gonna have to go back. So you don't get to see everything up close and personal. So here's just some of the pictures I was able to take quickly before we got him on the road into our next destination so he could, take a nap and feel better. Such is life sometimes, and when you're married, you gotta do what you gotta do for the person that you love. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was able to give you a little taste of what Monument Valley is really like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so I know how I'm doing, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.